I just wanted to make a video today about these things. Goldbacks. I just bought a bunch of these and thought they were very interesting and a really cool concept. The idea behind them is they are a currency that's backed by gold because they actually have gold in these, and so you could use these at certain stores. There are actually vendors out there that take these, and I bought only ones, and a one Goldback is equal to, if you can read that, it doesn't focus in very good, 1,000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. So what that equals to is, well, you can do the math on whatever the price of gold is, but on top of that, you're paying a premium, for them to, design this, and it's got like a plastic or polymer that covers the actual gold. So there's some work into it, and that's why it costs a little more money than the actual gold that's in it. But the point is that this is a currency that you can use or could use, or you could save them and use them as a way to stack gold. You could just, because one thing is gold is very expensive. Like if you just want to buy 1 ounce of gold, it's about roughly a couple $1,000s to get a 1 ounce gold coin, right? And so that's kind of pricey for most people to get started with. So you could, with these, you can buy these for as little as somewhere between $3 to $4 a piece. And if all you want to do is just start somewhere doing something, this is something you can do, and I think it's kind of cool because you could keep these on hand and maybe, worst came to worse, our currency's no longer functioning because of whatever reason, our economy crashes or whatever happens, and you had these, possibly this could be a way to transact, because the people you're dealing with might see the value that this actually contains gold in this currency. Another thing that's kind of cool that I thought is the gold in it is always going to keep going up in value, just like gold has always done. So if you just bought these and hung on to them, these particular Goldbacks are always going to go up in value. So that's another cool thing. In fact, I think I read on their website that they showed, and I don't have it on me right now, but it just showed that that these went up in value over the last few years since they started making these. So I don't know. I thought it was really cool. That's why I decided to buy them and kind of show what they are, and I think it's a great way for someone to get started into fractional stacking, because it is expensive to do, just to buy a gold coin, right? And so this is one way to do it. And another thing that I think is interesting is, like, here's a actual $100 bill, which, I could go to the store and buy $100 worth of goods with this, which is great. But if you were just looking at what value this piece of paper has, there's nothing, like, I don't know, it may only be worth $1 or $2, whereas these things are worth more than that, because of the gold that's in it. So if worse came to worse, and the money that we're printing, the government prints, becomes more and more worthless, these things gain in value because the gold goes up. So over time, if you're just saving this in the bank, I mean, I don't know how much interest they're giving these days. I mean, it's better than it used to be. It's, maybe 2%, but these things go up even more, right? And so if you're thinking about saving this, you might as well save this, right? So that's another thing to think about. Yeah. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys this. These are kind of new. I don't think they've been around very long, maybe a few years or so. I think that these could really take off once people start understanding what they are, because if you're really thinking about saving money, and I'm not, like, I wouldn't say that you're going to make a lot of money saving these. I mean, it's not a way to, I mean, you're not going to have a huge return, but what it does is it protects your money, right? Because if you just have this sitting in the bank, I mean, inflation is what's eroding this, because if you go back the last year or two, I mean, you're buying a lot less with this, somewhere around 8 to 9% less. So, in fact, there was a statistic I saw somewhere, and this is in the state of Utah, that the average family was spending $800 more per month because of inflation. So, and that's because if you have your money sitting in just cash, you're losing money. And but if you had gold or silver, you're going to gain in value. I mean, you're going to fight inflation by holding stuff like this. So, pretty cool. And you don't have to. I mean, in order to buy gold and silver, you don't necessarily have to buy these. You could buy coins. You could buy. One other way is you could. There's an application that I get through a company I'm affiliated with called Sound Money Wallet, and you can put money into this particular account, and they invest into fractional amounts of gold coins or silver coins or gold bars or silver bars, and they do it differently than a bank, where they're setting aside that those actual coins or bars or whatever you're purchasing. They're not lending it out like a bank does with where they can take 90% of your money and then go loan it to someone for a mortgage, and then they just promise to pay you whatever you'd withdraw. But as you can see, some of these banks are failing right now, and that's because they don't have all the money on hand. But if you have it sitting in a vault in gold bars or silver bars where they promise to set it aside and not lend it out, that's another way you can do it. So there's a lot of ways, which I like that way too, because then you're not, putting all your eggs in one basket. But I think this is cool. I just wanted to share that, and hopefully this is valuable information to you, and that you'll keep checking out my videos. I'll just keep trying to add new things to you about silver and gold. This is a thing that I'm very passionate about, and I hope that you'll see what I see in it. And we'll see you next time.